Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Jeb Burton's LS Tractor Talladega win from last year. This was his first career win. As always, take a look at the box. You just have the generic Xfinity Series race version box. Got the red stripe NASCAR Xfinity Series, got the winner sticker and race version down there. 2021 race winner, standard finish, got to render the car right there with Colleague Racing. Down the side, got NASCAR Xfinity Series, standard finish, got your winner sticker. Made a total of 660 of these things. NASCAR Xfinity Series on the back of the box. 2021 Action Racing Collectibles, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and a winner sticker down there. And there's the bottom of the box if you want to see all that copyright and good stuff down there. Here is the car itself. This, of course, was a rain win, but it was really cool to get Jeb Burton to finally have an Xfinity Series win. He's been trying so hard for so long that it was like, when he was in the lead in this race, you know, as they started to get a yellow flag for rain or whatever, I was like yelling for them to just please rain and not start again. Said, Jeb Burton definitely deserves to win, and it's a shame how much he constantly keeps getting screwed over in his career. It's like his career is just endless getting screwed over. It's annoying. Especially like immediately following this, he immediately gets screwed out of this ride because of Nutrien AG. But anyways, comes with the Xfinity race winning sticker. Here's the race-winning stat card with him in victory lane with the trophy. If you want to read all of the stats and such. Like I said, he led 21 laps. Like, it wasn't just, he didn't just, like, kind of squeeze into a win because it rained. Like, he was up front and, contending for the lead all day. Definitely glad he got his first win in a different sponsor. So this LS Tractor car looks fantastic. The matte dark blue with the white and the red and everything, this looks beautiful. This honestly reminds me a lot of the old Quality Care Dale Jarrett cars. I know some people were even talking about that during this race, where like some people are also making the comparison to that. So this is a really cool looking paint scheme. Also, LS Tractor for some reason left Jeb Burton after this year. They're on like Kyle Weatherman and like the 92 car for some reason. It's like, okay, the Nutrien AG thing has like at least a explanation for it, but like why in the world did LS Tractor not follow him to R Motorsports? They got a win for him. Like, what else do you want? But anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have LS Tractor. Got Chevrolet Camaro, number 10, and Colleague Racing. Got Jeb Burton's name on the windshield with little Nutrien AG solutions for around the roof camera. Down the side, you have LS Tractor. You got State Water Heaters, Colleague Companies, Cheddars, Alsco, and Rocky Boots. Got leaf filter gutter protection on the C post. And on the B post, you have Colleague Racing, Chevrolet, LessExpensiveCars.com, Nutrien AG Solutions, Wildlife Foundation, and Colleague Company. Has your regular contingencies and such up front. On the back, you have LS Tractor, number 10, and Chevrolet Camaro. This Camaro like exhaust thing looks like it's a little slanted for some reason. That's odd. Anyways, you got Nutrien Ag Solutions on the deck lid and LS Tractor on the roof. This is number 355. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. Just has a Chevy bow tie under there. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously no deck lid or roof flaps on Xfinity Series car. There's the underside of that if you want to see that. It's funny, they seem to go back and forth between actually painting this engine piece or the bottom of the engine and not painting it. Some cars it's painted on, some cars it's not. I'm not sure why they just keep going back and forth with that. But anyways, let's get down to the part everyone's waiting for, and that is the damage. And you've probably noticed there's really not much of anything on this car. It was a rain win, and it was Talladega, so, if you don't get involved in a wreck, it's not going to be very damaged. But there is some dirt on the car, but like I said, this is really more for the win and the paint scheme than anything, because, there is, like, barely anything. You got some exhaust burn. So there is still some dirt and rubber buildup and such on this car, but that is about it. There's a weird little, like, I'm not sure what that is supposed to be. It almost looks like a plastic bag or something. Did they maybe like cover the fuel port with a plastic bag or something? And that just got, ended up on the reference photo, so ended up on the diecast. If somebody knows exactly what that's supposed to be, let me know. But it definitely is a very weird little mark right there. It's on all of them like that. It's not like this is just like a flawed one. I made sure to check a couple others. But beyond that, like I said, just kind of dirty. There's not really that much to this car. It is more just does have the roof hatch. I said, this is a really cool looking paint scheme. The only way to get this car, and I'm a big fan of Jeb Burton, so when he won a race, I was definitely going to buy this diecast. It's one of those cars I was kind of worried might not get offered because, Colleague has been very odd with diecast. They'll sometimes offer diecast like wins, but then other times just completely ignore a diecast or only offer a promo version of something. And I don't know, Colleague is definitely one of the weirdest teams when it comes to diecast. So we only really got 3 Colleague diecasts last year, and 2 of them were promos. At least he honestly did a really good job in this 10 car last year. He honestly did better than I think Landon Castle's doing in this car this year already, but like I said, got booted out because, you know, the main sponsor of this car was Nutrient Ag Solutions, and they had a new CEO. Same old story like it happened to M&M's. You know, it was like, why are we sponsoring a NASCAR? That's wasting money, whatever. They were going to get out of the sport at the end of the year, so his sponsor was gone, so he lost the ride. And then they got rid of that CEO and stayed in Colleague and have now been sponsoring AJ Allmendinger. So, you know, that makes it look pretty bad. Like, at one hand, it's kind of good that they stayed in the sport, but, like, really? You're going to, like, screw your driver out of a ride and then still come back anyways and just kind of sponsor a different driver anyways? Like, that looks pretty bad when they went through this whole thing. Like, yep, they're leaving. We can't sponsor Chev anymore. And then suddenly at Daytona, AJ Allmendinger unloads his car and it's a Nutrient Ag car. Like, that definitely rubs a lot of people the wrong way. It rubbed me the wrong way for sure. But, I don't know. Our Motorsports is definitely a step down from Colleague, so that's kind of where that kind of comes in. Is like he honestly did a good job in his car and still got booted anyways for a lesser car. He has had some cool paint schemes this year with our Motorsports. Hopefully we at least get some form of an our Motorsports diecast for Jeb, but who knows. Anyways, if you want this release, it is a brand new release. You can get it right now. I've definitely been picking this up. This is definitely a really cool first win diecast anyways. Remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com. And if you use the code BWhack, you can get free shipping any order over $20. So go check that out if you want anything. But I think that's all there is to say. This has been a review of Jeb Burton's LS Tractor Talladega win for 2021. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.